Hey, Candy Babies, what's going on? It's your favorite candy lady, Miss I Candy, and I got the review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 1. That's right. And I said I was going to do it in the morning. It is still in the morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, and I'm doing this review because I was sleepy last night, y'all. I fell asleep. It was so many shows. Okay, so was anybody initially scared like I was? Like, this is 2 hours? Like, oh my God. But it wasn't 2 hours. It ended up being an hour and 15 minutes. And then the after show was 45 minutes. They was doing the most with the hour and 15 minutes. Like, really, come on now. So anyway, I enjoyed the after show more than the show because Vivica Fox was on the after show and she was throwing so much shade. It was just, yes. Yeah, she could be a housewife. She would do well. Okay, so let's start. Portia, number one, got her peach back. Yes, Portia, you gotta have your peach in your hand. I was very happy for Portia to have her peach back. Very happy. As much as they used her last season, she deserved her peach. So, shout out to Portia for getting her peach back. And then it just seems like, as far as peaches, the peach ladies, they're just few, just shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So no more Claudia. Claudia is gone. Praise the Lord. And Nene is not there. But I hear that Nene will be making, like guest appearances. She gonna be up on this show, getting her coins. Okay. So anyway, touching base with everybody, seeing what's going on. Cynthia was at the House of Bailey's. Is that the name of it? I don't know. The model Bailey Modeling Agency. Is that what something that she there? Candy is sorting through her garage, cleaning out her garage with Todd. She is pregnant. Okay, she pregnant. We know she pregnant. Her and Todd done went to Dr. Jackie and they done did stuff to get pregnant. They pregnant. So then Kenya, she done bought a new house and she geeked about her new house and Phaedra with the kids, her husband in jail. All right, that's all I wrote. I had a lot going on as I was watching it too, so, hopefully this review's good. Here we go. So it starts with Todd and Candy with Dr. Jackie, 12 weeks pregnant. They did the intro. They had the shots and stuff, and she got pregnant. Candy was spotting a little bit, she tells Dr. Jackie. And Dr. Jackie's like, Candy, you got to take it easy. She's like, but I see moms working all the time and they pregnant. So why can't I? Because you old, Candy. You are not a spring chicken getting pregnant. You old. And Candy like 40. Yeah, you want to sit your old butt down. You want to carry this baby the full term. Well, sit down. Okay, so then she says that I missed part of the story, y'all. So somebody had to fill me in, but she was saying how this was Todd's first time being there from the beginning because I don't know, he wasn't there from when his daughter was a baby. He a good father to Kayla and all that kind of stuff, but he found out late that he had dad, I'm assuming that's what it said. I missed that part. I heard her say that Todd didn't get to experience, fatherhood from, babying up or the whole in the womb and up type of thing. I'm assuming something happened with Kayla's mama, like maybe she ain't tell Todd he was a daddy until later, type of thing. I missed that part because I was running around the house. So somebody let me know if I'm right. Okay. So Todd is like hearing a heartbeat and they checking her stomach and stuff, and it's good. It's cute. It's cute. Cute little moment. So then we get to Phaedra, and she in the house doing her little hostess with the mostest stuff. She got some little fruit out, and she got a big old pitcher of lemonade with the berries, and look like she got some type of dessert because Portia's coming over. So Phaedra and Portia done got kind of close, and she's been going through all this because Portia's been there for her because her and Candy done fell out. So they catch up on what's been going on. Portia's been at Dish for a year now, and she's doing really good. The ratings is up. She's getting coins. Good job. Congratulations to her. Phaedra's making it happen. She doing what she got to do. She's basically a single mom now. Her husband's in jail. She got the 2 boys plus all these degrees and all these businesses and all these, goals that she wants to do. So it's just a little harder on her. She's telling us that the boys talk to Apollo. They send them pictures, and she said whenever she goes out of town, she send them postcards. And she said that Apollo doesn't understand why Phaedra is saying it's hard on her now, being a single mom and not having the help from him, But then we see later that Apollo is saying that Phaedra's not necessarily communicating with him. So we'll talk about that in a second. But Portia says she dating a little young tenderoni. She got her little boo. He's 24, so she's a cougar. And then she's like, did you hear about Cynthia? So then they cut to Cynthia. And Cynthia is at home waiting on Peter to show up. And Peter get there and he like, what's up, baby? She's sitting there with the stank face like, so Peter, about this video I done seen all on social media. And yes, we have talked about this. So it's kind of fairly recent because it happened this year. Didn't they discuss this on the reunion show as well? So maybe they were filming as well as doing a reunion show. I don't know, but remember that video that surfaced where Peter was Peter was at his little bar and he like was grabbing some ladies and he was talking to some lady and then he had a very intimate gesture where he grabbed her neck and then his hand slid down the middle of her crease of her boobs and we was like, what you doing? So Peter don't think it's all that serious. He said, yeah, I saw the video. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. That's a friend of mine. She's a customer that come often. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, there wasn't nothing going on. Regardless of if it was going on, if it wasn't, it looked like it was going on. We are in the limelight. You are a married man. What the hell is you doing? Basically, this is what she's saying. And he like, I don't think it was that big of a deal. And she like, no, it wasn't big of a deal. So then you got cut back to Portia and Phaedra. They talking about the situation, about the video and that kind of stuff. And they made a good point. Cynthia, instead of worried about everybody else, damn husband, worried about Phaedra and Chocolate, worried about Portia, Cordell, whatever, all these little jabs you was throwing last season, focus on your damn husband. See, that's the good thing that I got from this stuff. Because, Cynthia was messy last year for no reason. This karma. This just happened back to you. Now look, woman, this season, worry about your own husband. Seriously. If he ain't in my house and I ain't got to deal with him, that's not my problem. Even if they my friends, like I'll talk to my friends in private. Like y'all want to out people's business in mixed company. You mentioning that you heard that Phaedra was messing with somebody named Mr. Chocolate in front of the whole group, especially while Kenya was there. That was you being real messy. So this was lesson. Don't mess in other people's business. Worry about your own stuff. Worry about your own house. So that was what they was talking about, Portia and Phaedra, and it made a lot of sense. And I was like, yup, for real. But Peter and Cynthia go back and forth, and it was actually for a really long time because they started in the daytime, and by the time they finished, it was getting dark. So that was going in for a long time. You could tell that discussion took a while, but Peter really wasn't, thinking it was a big deal. He telling her, calm down, chill out, it ain't that serious, whatever. And then he tried to leave. He was like, man, I'm about to go. You know how guilty people, I was gonna dismiss it, that or get up and walk out, storm out, try to flip it, try to do that old, reverse psychology stuff where you feel bad because they leaving. How you gonna leave? Where you think you going? You ain't going nowhere because I'm upset because you did something wrong. So that's what Cynthia said. She said, Pete, sit down, sit down. You can't get up and leave after this, brother. Let me tell you something. You were wrong, okay? You were wrong. If I would have done the same thing, been out on video, caressing on some man, touching out on some man, all close up in his face, you would have a problem with that. So I have a problem with that. And instead of making it seem like, I'm being over dramatic, you need to act like a married man. Behave in a proper manner. Like, seriously, you're not going to leave. I'm going to leave. Mic drop. And she got up and said, you think about it. And I was happy for Cynthia because Cynthia got some balls. You better stand up for yourself because he was wrong. What do y'all think? I think I talked about this before. What do y'all think about that? Did y'all think he was wrong? Because they showed the video on the show. They showed the video on the after show. He was wrong to me, in my opinion. Yeah, and maybe he wasn't cheating. I don't really know. All I know is what I saw. And what I saw was you touching on her neck and like slowly sliding your hand down her breast. Couldn't be me. All right now. All right, Peter. So, then we go to Portia. Portia got her man, her little boo thing, and flew in town because she live an hour outside of Atlanta. You know how everybody live in Atlanta, live outside of Atlanta. It take an hour to get anywhere. That's how Atlanta is. So she lives outside of Atlanta. So she decided to get a little hotel room because her boo came in town. And they gonna hang out. And she's like, I really like him because he is really into me and getting to know me and my personality and my mind. He wants, tap that too. She said that at that time they hadn't done that yet, but she had told Phaedra that he hadn't done that. They hadn't done that yet. But you can tell for this visit at the hotel, Portia done got chocolate covered strawberries, and she done bought him a t-shirt, and she like, look, try this shirt on. I got you, babe. He done tried the shirt on, and she like, he was about to go to the bathroom and try it on. And she like, nah, do it right here so I can look who he is. And then she's like, okay, let's go take it off. So they cute. She said that she wants, his name is Duke. She wants Duke to get to know her family and meet the family. It's only been a month though. Like, that's a little early to be meeting the family. A month. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no kids, girl. A month? Y'all move fast in Atlanta. Okay, so her family's a little, because he's so young. She's like mid-30s and he's 24. So he's the baby and she's a grown woman, but he play football. Maybe he got some money. He young looking, y'all. He got braces and everything, but he cute though. He's a little cutie patootie. So good luck to Portia and her new boo. They had a cute little scene or whatever. Look like they was getting ready to go in the back and get it in. All right. See, Kenya, it's not that hard to get you a man, honey. This been season after season after season, and we still ain't seen you with a man. Just saying. Okay, so, you paid for one, you rented one, then you had the African that we never seen, then you had the dude from the matchmaker show that you was saying you was with, and he was like, actually, I'm engaged to somebody else. So, where you're a real man at, girl. So anyway, we get to Kenya and Cynthia, and they driving around and stuff, and Kenya talking about she bought this new house. I want you to see this new house I bought, girl. It's in the same neighborhood as Chateau Sheree. And Cynthia was like, oh, okay, is that finished? She was like, no, it is not finished. She is not living there. She just threw a whole bunch of shade to Sheree, and it was like, why are you throwing so much shade to Sheree? Do you even know Sheree? Okay, so then we go see Cynthia's house. Not Cynthia's house. No, I'm sorry. They discussed the Peter thing, and Kenya was like, I didn't want to mention it, which is nice. How come you always want to mention everybody else's stuff? Maybe you're growing up. Maybe you're learning how to be right to your friends, and you just shade people you don't like. But anyway, they talk about the little video when Cynthia says how she pissed about it, but she about to launch this eyewear. She can't think about it right now. So then they go. They stop at Sheree's, like I said, and then after they stop at Sheree's house, clown that for a minute, they go to Kenya's house that she just bought. Now, I heard that she spent $500,000 on this house. Now, me and my friends was watching it yesterday, and it's not really a house. It's a construction site. It was like they were building a house and never finished it. So, or they just gutted out some old house. Whatever it is, it's not finished. Like, walls ain't up and stuff. And it's down yonder, down under some slope. Okay, she got to go through all these trees and stuff to get to it. Like, at nighttime, ain't nobody coming to your house. Girl, you coming by yourself, honey. And, It's not done. It's not done. It looks like it might have mold. Sheree said that, but we were saying it too, which is very scary. It's down yonder. It's a very scary house down yonder. Now, I see the vision, how she wants it to be. She wants it to be this modern style, lots of windows, type of house, which is cool. But she was steady clowning Sheree's house. Sheree's house, which ain't finished yet, looked better than Kenya's house, and Sheree built her house from the ground up, and it's actually starting to look pretty good. I'm wondering why after 4 years, Sheree's house still not ready. Like, it's been 4 years, dog. 4 years. Like, what is taking you so long? Like, what is the deal? It has to be money. So what do? Wait until tax season every year and use that money to add a little bit more to your house? Why did you build this big old mansion that you can't afford when you knew your ex-husband wasn't even paying you child support? Where is your money coming from to pay for this house? I'm trying to understand this. We saw you on Fix My Life. You're not getting no money from the ex-football money. So what are you doing? Like, I heard you was, being a physical fitness trainer person, and then you said you wanted to act for a second, then you wanted to have clothes for a second. What are you doing? And how are you building this house? And why is it not done? It's been 4 years. I don't get it. 4 years? Jesus. Okay, so then Phaedra, she's talking to her mom about Apollo. Her mom come every week to help her out. She's talking about Apollo. And then they cut back from Phaedra and her mom talking to Candy and Todd talking. Candy and Todd are cleaning out their garage, and Todd got a couple of Apollo's bikes or whatever stored in their garage, and Candy's like, I don't even know why you said you would do this. And he's like, because that's my friend, he ain't got nobody else. So he got stuff stored and all kind of, he was trying to hide stuff so he ain't gotta turn it over because he owe all that money. Candy, you better stay out there before they come after you and say some of your stuff is his stuff, and you know what I mean, repossess some of your stuff. I'm just saying, like, don't be hanging with the criminals too hard. Okay, so then Ty saying that Apollo said that he don't talk to his kids and he call every month, and whenever he called once, like a month. He talked to them once a month, and every time he called, they don't answer. And then Kenny's like, do you believe what he's saying? And he like, I mean, yeah, he don't lie. What he got to lie for? He lied. He stole people's money. What you mean he don't lie? He admitted that he lied about Kenya. He lies. He's a liar. He does lie, Ty. I mean, okay, so then we found out that Ty mad at Phaedra because him and Phaedra did some type of exercise project. I guess exercise project part 2. He was helping her with, and she owed him some money. He said she owed him like $8,000. He want his money. Which I get. You want your money. If she owe you some money, I get you want your money. But then it was seeming like the project got put on the back burner. She didn't actually go forward with the project, so maybe he didn't get the rest of the money because the project didn't go through with it. Was it a contract where you supposed to get a percentage, or were you just supposed to get your money for producing? What's the deal with that? Also, Phaedra is talking to her mom about how Candy, Todd are kind of distant with her, and they talking about it, and Candy don't want to be in between none of it. Her relationship with Phaedra is already different. He like, well, you should talk to her about my money. And she's like, I really don't feel like I should talk to her. I don't think Candy should talk to her about the money. Todd, if it's your money and you want money and you did a business deal with her, you should talk to her. I think the problem with Phaedra and Candy's relationship is somewhat Todd's relationship with Apollo, because, Todd is being very loyal to his friend, and I think a part of that rubs off on Candy. Like, he come on, but your girl found your girl. You know what, Todd? Honestly, Phaedra is my friend, and I get Apollo as your friend. You talk to your friend, talk to my friend, but don't bring that in this house. Like, no, because number one, Todd, your boy is in jail. He stole money. The dude stole money. He stole money that was not his. He took it. So he is where he's supposed to be for doing a crime. He is in jail. And then he was foul to the woman on the show, flirting with other women out, popping bottles, whatever the case may be. He just foul. He a foul little dude. Like, I mean, he ain't that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, sit down somewhere. If the real problem is you want your money, then okay, I get it. But I think the problem is you trying to be loyal to your little friend, and you need to stop, because I think Phaedra was the one that introduced you to Candy, or that, trying to hook y'all up type stuff. Sit your ass down, because now you got money. You married to a millionaire, billionaire type woman because of her. So sit down. Like, I don't like the messiness. I don't like when men be petty and fighting and arguing. And, yeah, your girl messed up. You sit down somewhere. Focus on Hollywood divas and making money. And if she owe you money, then get your money and then sit down somewhere. Like, all of that extra stuff ain't even necessary. So anyway, Candy's trying on some clothes. She about to go to Cynthia's eyewear lunch party. She trying on dresses a size small when she pregnant and stuff. Girl, no. You need to stop. And Riley is too big to be 13. Y'all notice that Riley is big, and she's trying to look more and more like her mama. Phaedra says to her mama that she is going to file for a divorce. Apollo want a divorce, so she's going ahead and file for it. So then we go to Cynthia, and she's planning her lunch, I guess with her assistant, and her sister Mal shows up. And Mal was like, hey, sis, I saw the video. What's up? And then Cynthia is saying that, yes, the video was bad, and I think sometimes men do stupid stuff, but I don't think Peter was cheating. And Mal's like, oh, okay, so, but do you think he's cheating? Mal said, yeah, I think he's cheating. And then she's talking about how Peter is in Charlotte so much, he spend more time with you, and she thinks he's been there so much, he's talking about getting a place there. And she's like, no, you want him to get a place there? And then they talk about, do you still love your husband? Yes. Are you in love with your husband? Yes, I'm in love with my husband. Do you find him attractive? Yes. With his clothes off? No. Woo! You don't find him, I see. And then on the after show, Candy was like, you know how sometimes when you mad at your man, you just want him to touch you type of stuff? And that's true. But why did it have to get to yes, 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 yes? But when he take his clothes off, he not attractive? Because she said she was attracted to him, but not when he take his clothes off. Why not? Anybody else find that difficult? I mean, like a little weird. I was like, what is that about? That's a little odd. It's a little odd, Okay, sorry. I got a whole bunch of interruptions going on. A lot of stuff going on in the house right now. Okay, so then we get to Cynthia's launch party. And King is there. And Mal shows up. They greet. Portia comes or whatever. They greet. Cynthia is not ready yet. But all this going on, she got a little ponytail thing in her hair, and she trying to figure out what she gonna wear, and she just going through it. Why this stuff ain't picked out ahead of time? Cynthia always so last minute with stuff. Come on, girl. If you got a lunch party for your hour, you supposed to already have your stuff together. Stylist, how your hair gonna look like this, your clothes gonna look like this, your makeup gonna be like this. This stuff should be pre-planned, okay? So then Phaedra comes, which is nice. I heard her come, and she get there. She say hey to everybody. Then she go. It's nice because everybody's talking to everybody, at least a little cordial. Y'all able to coexist in the same facility, which is nice. Okay, so then Phaedra and Portia go over here to the little DJ thing. They got the silent DJ where people can, at the party it's like quiet and stuff, so people can actually talk and socialize. But you can go put these headphones on and just get your little groove on real quick. And there's a whole bunch of headphones. That is cute. That's very cute, especially if you don't want it to be like a loud event. Because people would be talking and stuff. For me, a lot of my parties, I need to be the whole time. But I think it's nice if you have like a more upscale type of event. I think it's cool. So then Candy gets there. And it's awkward. You can already see it's awkward with her and Phaedra a little bit. Candy like, Marlo comes. And then Candy, you can tell she's going to be pregnant and very sensitive this season. Because Marlo hugging people. And Candy like, you know, I'm sorry, I ain't see you. You just walk by me. Like, girl, Mama Joyce is coming out of you, child. Sat down somewhere. Okay, so then Kenya is steady throwing shade. I don't know how at Sheree's house. I don't know why, but she like, yeah, girl, I moved. I'm in the same neighborhood as Sheree. That house that they need to put up. She need to get her house together. It's still ain't together, honey. It ain't. And I'm like, why are you running around telling nobody you her neighbor, her stuff ain't together? Like, why is that your conversation with people? You ain't got no business talking about nothing else with somebody else throwing shade at them. Girl, your house is all the way condemned, jacked up. You got a lot of work. You done spent $500,000 on the house. So they say. Plus, you got to spend a whole bunch more. You got to put some doors on there, fix a roof, put some walls up. You got a lot of work to do. Some floors, When you took Cynthia was like, we ain't got to keep looking. And then she even said, if I got to go visit Chateau Sheree or Kenya's Pit Dit house or whatever, I'm going to go to Chateau Sheree. Yeah, because your house looks scary, girl. Stop shading people's house when yours looks scary. Okay, so then Peter show up, and then she gives him a half hug, and he like, oh, that's how it is, type of thing. He can tell she can half hug, and he like, okay, so what's up? He makes a little joke that he late because he was at, with his little friend from the video or whatever. She like, that's not funny, Peter. That's not funny, That's my friend. I don't like that. I'm talking about my friend. Don't make jokes when it involves my friend Cynthia. I don't like that. And he's like, man, whatever. And they just going back and forth. It's like, you was wrong. You don't know. He just got all, like defensive, and then they start fighting, and it's like, what are y'all doing? It wasn't the time or the place, but I like that Kenya was defending her friend and standing up for her friend. That was cool. I did like that. So then the other girls fill in. They all come in, they get filled in on what Kenya and Peter went through because Marlo was there. Marlo was kind of breaking up. So they meet with the other girls, and the other girls know exactly what happened with the Peter thing, and they like, yeah, that's messed up. That wasn't right. That wasn't cool. So then Mal shows up, and Mal was like, oh, I didn't want to speak to Peter because he disrespected my sister. I got to do with that. I know it's gonna be negative, and I don't like him, type of thing. And then she spills the tea, like, yeah, I was talking to Cynthia. We was talking, and I do feel like he cheating. I asked her, was she attracted to Peter without his clothes? And they was like, what? She said, no, she's not. And they was like, oh, man, why did you tell them girls that? Kenya said, this ain't the place to say it to everybody that don't necessarily like her, which was true. Really waiting for you to spill. Like, I would not want my sister coming and spilling on my tea like that. Now, you're going to have to learn to keep family business with your own family. Now, you weren't even supposed to say that. So then, Peter walks by, and he seemed drunk. When he walked by the girls, he like, hey, and he keep going. He just seemed very drunk. Okay, so then Cynthia makes a grand entrance, honey. She finally got her hair done. Her outfit is cool, and she got like a swimsuit on, and she like showed that she got her swimsuit on, and she showed that she is snatched up under her little wrap thingy. And Peter's like, that's an entrance. Yes, it was. She didn't do that. All right, girl. I need to look like her now. I want to say when I get her age, I want to look like that, but let me look like her now. Okay, she looked good. Okay, so then finally Kenya's like, I'm going to keep my mouth closed as far as, discussing stuff with Cynthia as far as what happened with Peter and all that kind of stuff. Finally, you got it. She said it's just not the right time. Exactly. It's Cynthia's thing. That's what we've been saying since you came on the show. Your timing is bad with a lot of people's events. Like, shut up. It's not the time. Do it later. Good job, King. First time I ever done that for Kenya. Good job. Keep your mouth closed for now. Tell her later. Thank you. So then Cherie shows up. And Cherie and Marlon was like, hey, they like each other. Hey, and it was funny because, you know, in Africa, they was going off on each other. They didn't like each other, but y'all like each other now. Oh, okay, that's cool. So then she showed up. She greeted all the girls. Hey, Cherie, hey. And they talking. How you doing, girl? And then she's like, do you know Kenya? And she was like, oh, I know. She's like, yeah, well, I know you a little bit through, you know, Lawrence. Because Lawrence does both their hair, Miss Lawrence. And then she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, you know, I'm your neighbor now. And, you know, I was talking to some of the neighbors, and they're, like, wondering, like, they're complaining because your stuff's not ready. Like, when's your house going to be ready? And it was like, you just got to find the time to just be inappropriate. Why would you even have to mention that? Why would you tell her that right here? This is a party celebrating Cynthia's lunch, eyewear, and stuff, and you up here talking about the girl's house, how they ready, just shading her. You're shading her, and you don't even know her for no reason. So I'm taking my clap back because you still started some daggone drama. So Sheree's like, wait a minute, why you in my house? What are you about? It was like, yes, Sheree is back, and I like Sheree because Sheree's gonna get with Kenya. She ain't gonna just be scared of her because I got Nene, y'all, and Nene will get with her. So at least we got Sheree that will get with her. So they're going back and forth and about your house, my house. Look, your house look raggedy too, girl. My house. I mean, it takes a while to build a house from the ground up, but most people don't know they're renting. When they become homeowners, then they can say something. I'm like, shade. It was just shading back and forth, a whole bunch of shade. And then Kenya says something, about how she's going to be in her house in 3 months while Sheree's still going to be out in the tent and not in her house. And then it got cut off because Sheree was getting upset. This is my thing, because on the after party, somebody said something about why did Kenya start that, and Candy was like, well, Kenya didn't start. Yeah, she did. She did start that. She brought up I'm your neighbor now. When our neighbors is complaining about your house, why would you say that? Like, why was that necessary to say? She starts too much drama, y'all. Just, oh, Lord. But I'm here for it, though. I'm here for the show. So hopefully Sheree is going to get in her. I hope so. Kim Fields is going to be on the show. I think Kim Fields might be a little too classy for this show. I'm so happy Fantasia didn't go on the show. I was ready to start a petition when they were saying she was one of the names they were shopping around. No, ma'am. Miss Tasia, you married now? Stay married. Don't get on this show. Okay, the after show was good. Vivica and Candy was cool. Candy is now like 7.5 months pregnant. Vivica threw some shade about 50 Cent might possibly being gay, honey. I said, ooh, Vivica was good on that show. It was just good. I liked it. And then afterwards, there was the untying the knot with Memphis and Toya. And Memphis was a hot mess, y'all. Oh, he was just a hot mess. He want 8 passes and she can't do nothing. He want to stay married, but he want to live over here, she live over there. He want all his stuff back. Get my rings back. Like, oh my gosh, I want the rings, the watches. I want the good car. I want the car that you drive. I want that car. I was like, why is he just being so petty? Like, oh my gosh, you used to women being petty, not men, but that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. I'll talk to you guys later.